All right, now so let's go ahead and start fetching the data in a details page, just like this one right over here. All right, so in order to do this, we're gonna go ahead and I want to create a new controller so I can actually fetch the data, and we want to create a link. And yeah, let's go ahead and do this right now. So let's go ahead and create controller. In order to create a controller, you will go PHP artisan make controller like this, and I'm gonna go ahead. What do you think that we should name this controller? Should we name it like anime, for example? All right, I'm gonna insert this in an anime folder. I'm gonna create a folder first, anime, and then I'm gonna create my controller. So the controller will be anime controller like that, and simply press enter. So let's go ahead and check that out. And see, yeah, there we go. There is the folder, and there it is, the controller right there. All right, so what we're gonna do right here, we're just gonna go public function right here, and then the function name. So this will be enemy details like this, and we're gonna pass in the ID so we can actually grab the data for this specific enemy or this specific TV show. All right, so and we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go enemy. We're gonna go right here, and we're gonna grab the data from the show model, and we're gonna go find, and we're gonna use the find function, and we're gonna send in the ID. So if we grabbed an ID that's already in our table shows, that means that this variable right here holds the whole row for this show. Holds the whole row or the whole data for this show with this specific ID right there. All right, so what we're gonna do next is return view, and we're gonna return a view. This view, it will be in the enemy folder. All right, and this will be the details, enemy dash details like that. All right, and then we're gonna fetch in this data. So I'm gonna go compact. I'm gonna send in the enemy right there. All right, so there we go. Or we can just call this show instead of enemy. Let's copy this and paste it right there, and let's save. So what we're gonna do next, we wanna create some kind of link. So if we go to web.php, let's actually copy this, and let's go down here and paste. So I'm gonna create some kind of prefix for this. I'm gonna go shows, for example, and I'm gonna go should we keep it shows or enemy? What do you think exactly? So let's actually keep it yeah, let's keep it enemy. That's fine. All right, enemy slash, and this will be enemy. You know what? Doesn't work with me. I should have just gonna keep it shows, and I'm gonna keep this show dash details slash, and we're gonna send the ID right here. All right, so this, I will make this so it will hit this function that we just created, which is the enemy details function. All right, and it will hit the enemy folder right here, and it will hit yeah, should be right here, enemy. This is the folder, and then we're gonna make it so it will go to the enemy controller right there. And right here, I'm just gonna go enemy dot details and save this. We copy this function. All right, so we already created the function. So what we're gonna do is simply we're gonna go ahead to the views right here, and we're gonna create the views. We're gonna create our own view, and that is the enemy. All right, so I want to go right here in the views, and this will be, and also keep this shows. Right, so save, copy this. Let's create this folder first, and then let's create this file .blade.php like that. All right, so there we go. So now let's go ahead and grab our own design. So open up your design and go to enemy dash details, and let's go down, leave this header, and this is the home categories, blah blah blah. All right, so I guess yeah, this is actually this part. Yeah, this is, yeah, so we should actually grab this div and this section. All right, so it looks like this section is kind of big. All right, so let me just grab this div first and go right here. I'm gonna paste this. I'm gonna go right here and section, and at the top I'm going to include my I'm going to include the part where I extend the master template and start the section. So let's just save. Let's go right here. So go at the part of this section, go down at the bottom at the section and copy this. All right, so we need to copy this whole section, and I need to go right here under this div and paste like that and save. So yeah, as you can see, it's refreshing right here. So I want to fetch right now, I want to fetch my link route, at this part right here. So let me go at the home, and I want to go at this part, for example. There it is. This is actually watch now. So this is the part of the slider. I want to fetch it, for example, right here. Right, yeah, right here. So let me remove this, and I'm gonna go route, and I want to go enemy.details. I want to simply also fetch in the ID, because we did it in the function and in the link. So let's save this like that. Yeah, you should also copy this route, and also paste it for every kind of show right here. All right, we'll also paste it right here. And yeah, you should do all do this for every section that we have right here. I'm just gonna do them right here for these sections, and you continue the rest. All right, you have to fetch your route and the route name, now the part of the route name right here. So yeah, as you can see, if we hover over this, you can see right over here down at the bottom that we're going to /show dash details, and we're sending in a dynamic ID. As you can see, this is 1 and this is 2 at the bottom left of the screen. All right, so now let's go ahead and display data dynamically. So let me go right at the top. So there it is, the part of the home. I can simply make this so it will be route, and this will go to the home. All right, then we're going to leave the categories for now because we did not work with this. And this is simply the genre of this. So I'm just going to go show, and I'm going to send in the ID. We go right here. All right, so we send in the callback the word show. Now we can just grab, this is actually the genre right there. All right, so now I can copy this. I can also go down at the bottom. So this is the part of the image. So I can just go asset. I can go assets /image. I can go / and simply fetch in the show and send in the image right there. All right, so now let's remove this part. All right, so there we go. Let's now copy this. All right, so this is the number of comments and the number of views. So let's leave those empty for now. We're gonna make those dynamic later. So, and there is the name right here of the show. So this will be name, and there it is, the description. So let me remove this. All right, so there is also the other information about this right here. So this is the type. All right, so we can keep this TV show. And right here there is the studios. So if we keep this studios. All right, and the date aired. Date aired. And the status is right here. And the genre is right here. Looks like I wrote the word genre wrong, huh? But it doesn't matter, right? So there we go. Let me see. Let me go ahead and paste this. Duration, basically. All right, so there is the quality. Let's copy this and paste. All right, so I guess that, you know, this is all for now. Of course, this page, we will work a lot actually with this page. There's gonna be a lot of functionality to it. So let's save this for now. All right, let's now go ahead and open this up. Also open this second show right here. Right, you can see now that this is dynamic and this is dynamic right here. And I did not touch this. You have to do it by yourself. I already showed you how to make the route dynamic. Also, this is not dynamic and this is also not dynamic. All right, so possibly there will be a kind of error because we did not even import this. Just gonna go use or not even write this. Yes, we wrote it in the home controller. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this and go right here and simply paste and save. All right, so there we go. Now it's telling me that I forgot to add the show. If I simply refresh, I already included it. So there we go right there. All right, so we got a problem with the design. And also the image looks kind of weird. I feel like there's just a problem with the background color right here. So I want to go to the home. I guess if we go to the home.blade, and I want to go at the part of the slider, you know, feel like that we did some kind of background at the part of the slider or so. Let me see. We go background. All right, so we cannot see anything with the background, but I remember that we did some kind of color, you know, somewhere. Is it like in here? All right, so if we go right here, background. All right, so there is no any kind of background. If we go home, and if we go color, all right, there's not any kind of color. All right, so let's close this off. Let's go back to this right here. I want to go ahead and just set a color to this part. All right, so we got this section. So if I go right there, background, actually go style first, background, color right here. All right, so for the color, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use my extension right here, which is ColorZilla, and I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna go down at the bottom and pick up this color. All right, so now the color is copied, and let's paste it right here and save. All right, so there we go. Now the color is simply changing. Let's now go ahead and copy this and add this also right here at the top, at this section also. All right, so there we go. There's just some margin right here at the top of this, so I'm just gonna go margin dash top. I'm gonna go like 140 pixels minus 140 pixels. I'm gonna separate this with a semicolon. All right, so there we go. Maybe 140 pixels are too much. Let's keep it 110 pixels and save this. All right, so I still think. All right, so can we keep it like 100 pixels? All right, so you can basically customize this however that you like. All right, just gonna stop right here, and I think now it's looking great, and the data is being grabbed dynamically. As you can see, there is actually the action genre, and if we look at the genre right here, you can see that's action, and there is the description, the name, and all of these data right here. First, if you look right here, you will see that we have a comment section to work with. We have to display the comments, and we also have to display a couple of shows. And again, as I told you, there's going to be a lot of things to deal with in this page. Look right here, you will see the follow. So we will be able to, we will allow the user to follow shows, and we will allow him to go to a watch page or something. All right. So yeah, this is going to be it for this video. If we check the other show right here, you can see there is the data for it. As you can see, the genre is adventure, and there is the genre right there, and there is the image and all of that. So yeah. Okay, so what's going on? All right, so it doesn't matter. All right, so this will be all for this video, and I will actually see you in the next one.